There are 3 shots, aren't there? Let's take them in order, I guess. This is from America's Newsroom this morning. SOT 46.
So Illinois leaders need to gather on Monday and pass an impeachment resolution in the House and then convict him late next week in the Illinois Senate so that we could wipe out Governor Blagojevich by the end of next week and at least get a new governor.
Can they impeach him without a conviction?
Absolutely, because an impeachment is a decision by the Illinois House, and it's not up to a criminal standard. But it's clear Rod Blagojevich's career is over. If he has a shred of decency, he should resign. But he's proved himself to be a sociopath. So now it's up to the very incompetent and corrupt leaders of Illinois to save the state and wipe this guy out.
Now, that Mark Kirk is a Republican. I don't know what the makeup is of the Illinois House, Senate. Maybe it doesn't matter because his approval ratings are so low. Blagojevich is a Democrat. So, you know, I don't know. Do you think it would be easy for them to impeach him?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. You can't first, I don't think he's popular to begin with, so I don't think he's going to have, as Andrew said, I don't think he's going to have many defenders. But how do you not impeach in this circumstance? I mean, the only defense you can say is that he hasn't been convicted yet, right? But even then, I mean, such an appearance of impropriety with tapes. It's not like we don't know what the evidence is.
Okay.
Tough to explain your way out of that one.
Another emailer writes, Robert in Atlanta, Georgia, says he grew up in Chicago, and what occurred yesterday is nothing new, whether it's punishing an alderman by not plowing the snow in his ward, failing to pick up the trash, or the age-old vote early, vote often. This type of behavior is not a surprise to anyone who has experienced the Chicago political machine. Chicago is a fantastic city. Illinois is a wonderful place to live. I would like to say the people deserve better, but they continue to elect people who continually behave in a way that is reprehensible. Reprehensible. Good word. Will the mainstream media pick up on the Obama, I talked to him, no I haven't talked to him flip-flop, or will he get another pass? I don't know. We're talking about it.
But I think the voters are wising up too. I mean, William Jefferson, they threw him out. They don't, you know, the voters are paying attention now. I don't think they can afford not to. And I hope they purge them all. I hope they give Congress one big fat enema. They all need to go. Republican or Democrat. They all need to go.
What do you mean? We just had an election.
And they all went.
And they all went. And it needs to keep happening if there's any more. I'm sure this isn't the end. But it should give us some comfort that they are being weeded out.
But how did this guy get elected in the first place?
Charisma? I don't know.
Hair.
The hair.
Hair.
The hair did it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone made a joke I saw, I think it was Jon Stewart joke, that, you know, that he was hiding his forehead with his hair because it said bribe me on his forehead. It's entirely possible. Beverly writes, Detroit, most Americans are against money going to Detroit. How do we stop Washington?
So I want to make a comment on the car czar, on the term. If I'm Obama, it's a terrible term for me to come into office with because I'm accused of being a socialist when I'm running for president.
Yeah.
We're just nationalizing or partially nationalizing a bunch of industries.
Yeah.
Socialist, right? Now we're gonna name a car czar, which admittedly czars were not socialist, but they are
Right.
Russian, which suggests socialism. I'm just not sure I want to be saddled with that additional kind of communications baggage that just associates me again with socialism. It does rhyme. We were thinking autocrat would be another alternative.
Vehicle VP. I mean, they're not all cars; they're trucks too, right? SUVs.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't want to see anyone. Nobody wants to see people lose their jobs.
No. That's true. That's the hardest part about this whole thing. But where does it end? Who's to say it's even going to work?
Wait, but I think that they're actually, I think there are a lot of hardworking people in the auto industry. They don't deserve to lose their jobs. There are also a lot of people who show up for this jobs bank, where they get paid and there are no jobs for them. And I think there are a lot of hardworking Americans who don't have jobs, but want to work every day to get paid for their money. And a lot of hardworking people who do have jobs and get paid for the work that they do. And there is something that strikes a nerve, I think, at this idea that people should get paid to show up and not work, because the unions have so much power when it comes to the industry. And that doesn't seem to be going away as part of this.
Email for Rory from Tom. I just want to thank the gentleman from Wall Street Survivor. It's a great learning tool. After watching my parents' IRSs cut in half, I became interested in the market. Though I started playing in September, I have still outperformed their IRAs by 40%.
Good for him.
No, I'm not going to manage their retirement, but it is still interesting to learn with tools like Wall Street Survivor.
So he kept his money in
is
cash.
Brilliant.
Watched
Why
the market
isn't she
go down.
married? Tommy from Arizona wants to know.
Because she's brilliant.
Right.
I guess you're not, huh?
No. And that's right. I'm too smart to get married.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Let's get back on the
You wanna
governor's
talk about
scandal.
the- not being
You want to
married?
talk about that?
I've got two more sides.
All right, let's listen to it.